Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. I was away, I was busy, I had a lot of stuff to do. So forgive me if I've not posted much this past few weeks. So I'm a I'm an avid reader. I like reading teen novels, romance, suspense, thriller, and I decided to do something else. So there's a lot of adaptation of novels to either movies or series, and I decided to start my own series where books I've read or books I've yet to read that are being turned into movies or series. I wanted to talk about it. Also, I wanted to talk about the differences because from bringing it from the page to the screen, some changes are made to the story or the script, or there are more interesting characters added to it. So I wanted to try out this new video. So let's get to it. My first one I'm going to talk about is this 2017 novel by Karen M. McManus called One of Us is Lying. So I recently read this book before I watched the series. There's been an adaptation for it on Peacock channel as Simon, the person who died, and other students. The main characters are four: Brownwing, Nate, Cooper, and Ad. So one of the something I saw about this adaptation is, yes, it's like most of the screen to novel, or let's say novel to screen adaptations, where some of the characters are changed or maybe given a different gender, also maybe different race. Also, they change a lot of stuff, and some of them I like, some of them I wanted them to keep. So let's see what I liked about it. So basically, as I said earlier, it's about this school where there's this four different teen individual from different walk of life. One was a jock, one was famous for being a bad boy, one was an intelligent student like the valedictorian, and the other one was like this ditzy girl dating a popular jock. Like, so they are from different groups, or they run in different circles, except for maybe the two, that's the Cooper and Addy, where they run in the same circle because Cooper's best friend is Addy's boyfriend, that's Jake. So they were able to show that they showed the dynamics between them and what happened. So it happened that from the book, like in the book, it happened that they were all sent to detention, and they went to the detention, and the reason why they went to the detention is because there was this teacher, and the teacher was a male in the book, but on the screen they made the teacher a female. So okay, power up. So one of the main characters, they changed, and as you can see, they went to detention because of, sorry, there will be spoilers alert, so those who haven't watched or read the book, this is from here going, there will be some spoilers from both the book and the series. So if you want to continue with it, you can go on. So we see where the four of them, these four main people, that's Brownwing, Nate, Addy, and Cooper, they get detention with the most, I would say, the most hated guy, or the most truthful guy in school, called Simon. Like, Simon is someone who has created this app. It's basically a gossip app that he uses to talk about his mates, keep them on their toes. That's what he says. He says that it makes them have someone that they'll be accountable for, like shows them that they are accountable for their actions. They have to show accountability for everything they do. So basically, this guy is no one's friend. And even if you were friends with him, he will betray you to get information or post about you. So mostly, starting of the book, they show that the four people, that's the four main characters apart from Simon, that's Brownie, Nate, Cooper, and Addy. They've not really been on on Simon's app. They've never been on it before. So like, but these four particular people have secrets they were keeping. So in the series, it follows that yes, they've never been on the app before. So the series starts with them introducing Simon, and he talking about like blah blah blah. I do this. I'm come to post the most exclusive this one I have ever posted about this group of people I've never posted about, blah blah blah. They are this, they are that. So he starts with the revealing their secret. That was their first day back to school. But in the book, it wasn't like that. He didn't reveal their secrets. The starting of the book doesn't show them their secrets being out on the app. It even doesn't even talk about them having secrets that instant. It develops from you meeting them from their point of view. Everyone, the four main characters had their own point of view. It's alternated between Brown and Nate and Cooper and Addy, like from their perspectives. So the starting was changed to show everyone the secret. So that I think they tried to make that in the series so that you find out how, like, the reason they had a reason for, spoiler alert, someone who dies. Simon dies at the end of the first episode, and in the book too, yes, Simon dies. So like, it makes you think that, oh, this is the reason why he died, because he posted about this. But in the book, he dies before those kind of secrets were posted, or yes, they came out. So that's one of the main changes they make from the book to the TV adaptation. They changed how the secrets came out. Another thing too I also noticed was, as I said, they changed the male teacher character from being a male in the book to being a female in the series, and they added more depth, or they added like more, like, how to say, she might also have been responsible for killing Simon when like the thing happened. But in the book, they never really, because I quite remember when I read, as I said, I read the book before I watched the TV series, and I remember I was like, my mind was, I've read many thrillers and suspense novels, and I was like, why is it that they are only concentrated on the four suspects, that's the 14 boys and girls? What about the teacher? Like, maybe he didn't like Simon, or he didn't like having phone placed in their bags. And the teacher, when you have his class, if you have a phone, he will give you detention. He will seize it and give you detention. So, or it's a rule that everyone in the school knows. So they had this phone in their bag, and the phone went off. That's in the book. The phone went off at different. They all didn't have one class together. The teacher was teaching different classes, so all this went off. So that's another difference they made in the book. Okay, they got the detention through having mobile phone, but in the TV adaptation, it was only Brown and Addy that got into trouble by having a mobile phone. The others, that's Nate and Cooper, didn't get into trouble by having phone in their bag. They got into trouble by one being late. Yes, they were both late coming to the class. That's why they got into trouble. So that was another difference they made. That's the phone in the book, the phone being the main reason why the five of them, including Simon, got into detention. And in the movie, in the series, they made it being the two people had a phone issue, and the others two were late. Yes, there was a mention of Nate's locker being stuck. He wasn't able to take his books out. That's why he was late. So you see that in the TV adaptation, they made it different. And I'm talking about this point is the reason why I'm talking about this point is that in the book they made it like, yes, it's suspicious that why is it that we know that we are not supposed to be using phone in this man's class and we put our phones off or we keep them in our lockers, and now we got into trouble because of a phone that didn't belong to us. So that's, yes, I was like, yeah, this is a reason. Why is it that I know I'm not supposed to do this and I'm not, yes, why did something like this happen to me? So it's one of, when the police were investigating them, it was one of the main thing Browning raised, that phone didn't belong to me. But in the TV adaptation they just brushed to it, like, not really, they didn't really insist on it. She just said, yes, there's something suspicious about the phone being, but it wasn't one of her main arguments like it was in the book. And another thing they changed also was about Cooper being gay, how it came out and everything. Like, we know that Simon knew the secret of he being gay, and as I said, the secret came out in different points from the novel. It was after Simon was dead, and it was posted on Tumblr by the Simon Says guy. There's this, after the investigation, someone was like trying to make them their main suspects. We will come down to that. The person who did that was trying to post about them, their secrets. So in the novel, that's how their secret came out. It wasn't Simon who posted it on his app, like in the novel, the TV adaptation, how they made it that Simon posted it on his app, or it was coming to come out. Then they posted that secret on the app. No, in the novel they posted it on a different Tumblr. If people know, Tumblr, they posted it on Tumblr, and the person was like bragging about how he killed Simon and everything. So as you if you want to go and watch, you can watch and understand, but there are some major differences. As I said, how Simon Cooper being gay came out, like in the novel it was a secret and his grandmother suspected, but in the book, like, people knew, like his girlfriend, his pretend girlfriend Keely knew, his little brother knew. But in the novel it wasn't like that. They didn't know. It's just his grandmother that suspected. His father was shocked. But in the series they wanted to be more open-minded, so I think they made it seem like people he trusted, the only people he really trusted knew. So when it came out, he was trying to hide it, but when it came out, it wasn't like, oh, his father even suspected it, that he was gay, and his father wanted him to keep it on the down low because of his baseball career. And also, another major difference I noticed is the romance between Nate and Browning in the book has been changed. I think mostly when they are adapting a TV series, a book into a TV series, they want to, I don't really want to use this word, but like they want to make it longer. They want to broaden the story, bring more characters in it. So you see, the book is just one book, so they crammed the romance into, like, from Nate went from being childhood friends to not talking to them because of this murder, became friends, and all the point. If you read them, you should go and read the novel, like from that point going, and through romance they had feelings for each other and stuff. But you see that in the TV series it's almost the same thing. They had that, but there was major differences between it. Like, he was seeing someone else, like he was sleeping with someone else. In fact, he was a drug dealer, he was sleeping with someone else. But when Browning came into the picture, he snubbed the person. But you see that in the series, they didn't make them come together that easily, like in the book. Like, there was more blockages or more things not bringing them together. And people were not happy about the relationship. And I think even in the series they really didn't define the relationship that like how they defined it in the book. So as I said, adaptations, because it's a series, they want to more make it more open or broaden the characters, or give them a long time to come together. So that's one thing they also change. And so we know, spoiler alert, season 2 has come out, so I'm talking about the season 1 now, which came out last year. So we know right now that the culprit of Simon's murder was Jake. That's Addie's boyfriend. He was Simon's friend when they were little, and he turned Addie's secret. Sorry, I didn't talk about all of them. Yeah, except for Cooper being gay, that was a secret. Browning, she cheated on a chemistry test. She's the valedictorian, and she cheated because she wasn't doing well in chemistry. Browning is someone who always wanted to go to Yale. Yes, I remember her story, the Yale story, where she wanted to go to Yale, but she thought like the chemistry will bring her grade down and she won't be able to finish her valedictorian. That's why she stole the test. She wasn't good in chemistry. So you know that as human beings, it's not everything that we are perfect at. So that one was there. And Addie's secret was that during the summer before they came back to school, she slept with Jake's friend TJ. That was her secret. She had sex with another guy. And Nate was busted for selling drugs, and he was still selling drugs. So that was his secret. But hey, they changed some of it because Nate's own, they made it like the reason why Simon busted him was Simon had wanted the secret to come out because Simon's friend Janae, Simon had only one friend during his About That. That's the name of his app time. So it was like because of this, Simon's friend have ODing on the drugs. That's why he wanted Nate's secret of still selling drugs to come out. So that's what they changed in the series, from the novel to the series. In the series, just like Nate was just a scapegoat, mostly because it was easy to talk about. Yes, he didn't hide behind himself like the other three, and that was what they changed from his motivation in the novel, Nate being his mostly his scapegoat, to in the TV series, where because his best friend Jenny OD'd on drugs that Nate sold to her, that's why she OD'd, and because of that was his motivation. Like with some of the motivations in the movie to TV series were changed. Like the novel didn't talk about Simon being jealous of Browning because he was next in line to be valedictorian. In the novel, he was just that Browning had always been acting so perfect, like she knows everything and she's like that. So when she did that hypocritical thing of stealing the chemistry test and cheating on the test, that's what sets Simon off in the novel, for him to expose a secret. But in the TV series, they made it like the reason why Simon was exposing her secret is because of her being he being the next in line when she's not valedictorian. Who will be valedictorian, and because Browning cheated, he was cheated out of being a valedictorian. So that was his motivation. And Addie's own, his motivation was basically to taunt Jake. That in the movie TV series, I don't know why I keep on saying movie, it's not a movie, sorry guys, it's a TV series. So in the TV series, like to talk about how Jake was his best friend, and all together, like Jake changed and everything, and also Jake started following different crowd and he stopped talking to him. He was kind of jealous of Jake and his new friends and their popularity, and that's why he taunted Jake with Addie cheating on him. So that was like his motivation in the TV series, and in the book that wasn't really his motivation. So we found out that in the TV series it was Jake that was basically planned the whole thing. How they had this bet that they would trick people to, spoiler alert again, they would trick the jocks that to fake. Simon had this peanut allergy. That's how he died. That's what they thought killed him. Like, yeah, that's what killed him, but they thought he was having an allergy. So that allergy thing, they had this plan. That's in the TV series. The novel doesn't talk about that, but in the TV series it talks about them having this plan to fool people that he's having this severe allergic reaction. And when he saved, they will say that it was the jocks who tried to do that to him, so that like the jocks would get into trouble when they were kids, but they never did it. So that's the TV series. Jake's motivation of letting Simon shut up was what he did, like that, making the people be accused of trying to kill Simon because of what he does with using his peanut allergy, and it didn't go well. I don't know why Simon trusted him. In fact, in the TV series I was like, what? Like, Simon, you know this guy, he's crazy. He left, he stopped being your friend. He's like not right in his head. You could see that, and you didn't keep the allergy EpiPen. That's the EpiPen when you have allergies. I'm someone with a lot of allergies, so I already know about EpiPen. I was like, so why didn't you keep like extra EpiPen? How could you blindly trust Jake when you threatened him? You blackmailed him in the TV series with a secret, so that you've recorded all your messages when you people were planning this thing, and you still trusted him with all the EpiPens. So that someone was very foolish in that instance in the TV series, but in the novel there was nothing like that. We found out that just because Adi cheated on him with TJ, his friend, he wanted to do something to hurt Adi back. So when Simon told him, he planned it with Simon and to do that attack and put it on Adi, but it's backfired when Simon died. And because of that, another something that was different from there is Janae, Simon's best friend. Her loyalty in the TV series ended up being to the four main suspects, but in the novel it was to Simon and Jake, because we found out that Jake was blackmailing her, but she was the main reason why like everything came out. So kudos to her in the book, and I don't know why they changed it from like, I didn't understand why they changed, because I wanted them to keep it that way, but because it's a TV series and they want to broaden it, that's why they crossed her character over from someone who was being loyal to Simon to coming to trust the four main characters, that the four main suspects of her best friend's murder. So that's another thing they changed. And also I was very sad when the character of Ashton is Adi's sister, elder sister, she was like the one with the backbone. Adi didn't have any backbone. Jake was controlling, and Ashton was always telling her that like the guy is controlling this and that, stop dating him and dump him. And people were telling her that she wasn't seeing, but later when the thing happened and she was able to see that, yeah, what people were saying was true. So one character I missed in the TV series was Ashton, and they've not mentioned her name in the TV series, but her mom, as controlling as ever, is still in it. I don't know, maybe she has a sister somewhere, but she's not that close to her like in the novel. And she was having, Ashton was having her own problems with her separation from her husband and divorce. So, and another person I really missed was the lawyer from Until, is it Until Then, or I've forgotten the name of the organization, the lawyer who brought the case that why are they looking at the teacher. Like, as I said, the teacher too was able to be able to put the peanut oil, like what someone is allergic to in this one. So I was also saying that yeah, this guy, he ended up being Ashton's love interest. He was called Will. Yeah, I think he's called Will. Yes, so he too, he was someone I miss that they didn't break. And another person too I miss is Mitchell. Mitchell, the guy, the podcaster. He too, I didn't know why they didn't bring. He would have brought outside commentary to the TV series, but I don't know, maybe later, as I said, maybe Ashton is somewhere in the series, or Will is somewhere in there, or Mitchell is somewhere there. Like they've made Vanessa Mo, like that girl Vanessa Mo, like someone who is bringing outside, maybe giving the commentary on what is happening instead of Mitchell. Vanessa, and how they made her and the teacher's story, like she had an abortion, the teacher helped. That's why they changed the teacher from being the male in the books to being a female in the TV series. So yeah, these are some of the things I found, like my thoughts and opinions on from coming from a novel to TV adaptation, how they changed it. And so guys, if you want to watch from my commentary, you can go and check it out. It's a nice YA novel, a nice novel. It doesn't have a part 2 like how the ending of I don't want to give away the ending, so I won't talk about the ending, but I've already given some spoilers, so you can follow those spoilers. And if you want to enjoy, please go and watch One of Us is Lying. It's on Netflix. I watched it on Netflix, and I'm going to watch the season 2. It dropped I think last week, so I'm watching the season 2 this week. I'll start watching it, so I'll see how they continue the story. As usual, this is Val's page channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and press on the notification button, please. My views are not up. I'm begging you guys, subscribe, and also please comment, give your thoughts on the movie. Those who have watched the movie and you've watched the novel, you've watched the TV series and you've read the novel, you can give your comments. And I'm talking right now, I'm even tired of talking, so bye, see you later.